Hey everybody, this is Esther the Investor coming to you with a video. So in today's video I want to talk to you about and show you how you can work out return on investment. So what is return on investment? Basically, return on investment is the way that you can work out if you're to put some money into something, no matter what it is, whether it's an investment or even if it, for example, if you're selling something on eBay, and then you can then look at whatever your profit is and you can work out what your return is, so the profit on your original investment, and how it's a very easy calculation to do, and it's one that is I use all the time, and in fact most investors do, to be able to use as one of the pillars of being able to assess an investment. So with that said, let's get started. So I'm going to give you two examples to work out. So another way you might see return on investment talked about is ROI. Okay, so ROI, you might see that sometimes, particularly if you're looking at property deals, people often put down ROI. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start with an example of a bank. Okay, so if you put £1,000 into a like a bank savings account, and at the end of the year they gave you £10 interest. Okay, now this is your profit, and this is your, you can call it capital, or another word for it is the principal. So that's the principal and interest, the capital and the profit. You can call it either of those things. So what you do is you take the profit over here and you divide it by the principal, which we know is 1,000, and that equals 0.01. You then take this figure and you times it by 100, so that you turn it into a percentage. Okay, and that equals 1, and that tells us that is 1%. So then you're able to say, okay, 1%. Is that, it gives you something that you can compare things to. So you can say, 1% compared, say, to another account, or compared to another kind of investment vehicle. And you can, and it's just one of the things that you use. So it's one of the first things I look at. But I also use, there's a number of other things I use as well, such as looking at risk factors and accessibility, etc. But I'll put those in another video. But that's one example. I'm going to give you another example now, just so you've got another way of working it out. It's just, we're going to work it out the same way, but it's just to give you, just so you've got the thing. Okay, so I'm going to give you the example of, if we look at my trading account. Now this is, okay, account, I have £600, and over the course of a week I've made 74. Okay, so we take, remember this is the profit here, and this is the principal. So hopefully you can see that you can do this calculation. You could do it with something on eBay as well. Just to give you an example, you could sell something that you've bought for like £100, sell it for 150, and then work out what the ROI is. Okay, so we go 74 divided by 600 equals, I've actually got it written down here because I'm not using it, because I've calculated it beforehand. Okay, equals, okay, 0.12 times 100. In this case it's 12%, and that's within a week. Okay, so that's just to give you another example of how you can do that. Now if you wanted to know what this is over a year, what you would do, well, that's another calculation altogether. I can show you that in a separate video. If you want to see it in a separate video, let me know. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to just drop me a comment or feel free to DM me. I hope that was helpful, and that's me. Thank you.